Hey PUC, and welcome to another edition of PUC Cast. I am joined by three lovely people today here in Pollen Hall. We aren't home back to the studio. Back here on the Let's Talk set. Hopefully you guys were able to catch that on the Hope channel last Saturday. With me today, I have Dr. Nancy LaCourte, who's the academic dean here at PUC. I'm also joined by two senators, Sean Brizendine and Brittany Collins, who are here to help us talk about a subject that has become to the front of PUC student life today, and that is academic integrity and cheating. This has become pretty much a prevalent issue on campus. I know that Dr. LaCourte has come before Senate and has talked about this problem, and that there was a couple articles in the Campus Chronicle about it, and now we'd like to talk about it and let you ask your questions, which we have right here, about this problem on campus. So without any further ado, let's get to the first email that we got. And it goes, I've attended PUC for the last 3 years, and I still have yet to meet someone who cheats scholastically. I find it odd that all of a sudden I'm beginning to hear all about a new crackdown on cheating when I wasn't aware that there was a problem in the first place. Is this something that has just erupted this year, or is the administration just really good at hiding it? Now, with that, I don't know, maybe this could be directed more towards you, Dr. LaCourte. Is there a pretty big problem with cheating here compared to like other schools, or is it?
You know, I'm thrilled to think that this student has been here for 3 years and isn't aware of any cheating, and I'd like to think that, I do think there's a lot less cheating here than at most schools, but cheating is rampant across the United States, and I have heard stories of cheating at Pacific Union College, and I think that we just need to watch it. I don't think that it's particularly gotten worse. I have no idea whether it's gotten worse. I'm not sure anyone knows, or gotten better, or is particularly bad. I just think that we need to be aware of it and think about it a little more. And I know that students who don't cheat deserve to know that teachers and administration are trying very hard to make sure that we prevent cheating as much as possible. So that's kind of my concern. I think Brittany, however, who wrote an article, and quite a lengthy article about it, knows a little more about what's really happening on campus.
Well, what I mostly saw when I was researching my article is that a lot of cheating that occurs is really little and minor, and a lot of students don't even think it's cheating. And so that, I think, is the biggest problem. That's what we're wanting to address, is that cheating has to start somewhere. And if you start small, there's a really good chance you're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And a big problem is carrying on your cheating skills, I guess, into your work life. And when you graduate from college, I mean, if you cheated your way through college, what's going to keep you from cheating your way through your career? And eventually you could get caught, and it could really destroy what you've worked hard for.
All right. Okay. Very cool. Now, the next email that we have right here, that it kind of talks about maybe our effort and our focus when it comes to cheating. It says, I'm not going to say that cheating shouldn't be addressed, but aren't there more important things that PUC should focus on when it comes to academics? Most of my classes take place in Fisher Hall, and there are constantly buckets of rainwater and soggy floors that I have to tread through just to get to class. Shouldn't we be focusing equally, if not more, on actually providing things like a decent classroom? Now, with that, I don't know all the aspects of maybe being, an academic dean, or maybe, being senators and seeing what you guys want to change around campus. But in this case, are things like this being addressed equally? Because I know that this year you've been focusing a lot on cheating and academic integrity, but just so we know, you're also focusing equally on these, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say equally. I do hundreds and hundreds of things in a week, right?
Right.
And when I'm told that a classroom is leaking, I basically, email John Collins and say, is this being fixed? I don't fix classrooms. I'm not in charge of physical plant. When I hear about a problem, I try to make sure that that's being taken care of by the person who's doing it. I haven't spent that much time on cheating. What I did do this year was start an academic integrity task Student Advisory Council that Brittany and Sean are on, and a few other people. And so I did put some energy into that, and because I'm new and this is my first year, I wanted to look at the policies and see whether or not we needed to make any changes right away. But I mostly wanted a student group that I could talk with about issues, and also mostly I want this group, and this was their idea too, to be educational and to educate incoming students about the fact that integrity is really important here at PUC, and those kinds of things. So, equally, we do have lots of things going on.
It's not that you're just
but this is really
thing.
important, and Fisher Hall, Visual Arts Department is a great department, and I support them. And we're trying really hard. We have a lot of flat roofs here at PUC. And frankly, to change the subject, we need an endowment in order to have enough money to keep up with all the upkeep here at PUC and improving the physical plant.
All right.
So I don't know if that answers the question.
All right.
Yeah.
And now I know that you kind of touched on it really quick, but with this, first of all, we just a couple times about actually what is being done about to uphold academic integrity here at PUC, and that's what our last email has to say. I know that cheating is something every school deals with, and I'm interested in just how the administration is planning to decrease the rate of cheating on campus. What is being done now, and what will be done to keep those policies from being obsolete when students develop new ways of cheating?
I think Sean should answer this question.
Okay, yeah. Basically, with Dr. LaCourt's concern on this very issue, it's kind of come to the point where even Brittany Collins, Jeremy Hubbard, Nathan Blue, and myself, all four of us as students and senators are on the Student Advisory Council for Academic Integrity. We decided, this is an important enough issue for our school to constitutionalize it into the SA Constitution, and that's what has been done. Actually, I take that back. We're going to vote on it tonight in Senate to constitutionalize it. So I plan to vote on that, yes, but we'll see. The other senators will back us up. I believe they will. But that's basically where we've moved with that. And in general, the Student Advisory Council for Academic Integrity is not so much looking at how can we make students feel bad because they cheat, how can we make them realize that they're cheating, but also just in general, kind of what is cheating? We've gotten, I think there's so much gray area about, well, I kind of glanced over and I saw an A on, the multiple choice. I think that was the right answer too, so I'll put it down also. And then the whole, I could copy down someone's homework. It was an easy assignment anyway. And the justifications that we make in our mind that, like Brittany said, do slip into greater things. And I just really don't want to see my friends and people that I care about later on plagiarizing papers or cheating on tests, getting caught for it, getting kicked out of a school that I know that they want to finish and graduate from. And I think that focusing now and saying that we want to focus on it next year and the year after that and the year after that is of great importance. And that's what this advisory council does.
Okay.
One thing that I think is really important about our council too is that it's student input. And so in the question here it says what will be done, when students develop new ways of cheating. One of the things we're trying to figure out is how students cheat and what can be done to teach them, that it's not the best way to get through school. And so I think that's the biggest thing I really see being successful in our committee is that it's student input directly to Dr. LaCourt, and so she'll be able to know what's going on in students' minds a little better.